Miss Yanira Sarah come on up to speak. Sarah is a dedicated advocate for financial empowerment and survivor support. She's committed to breaking the cycle of financial abuse. As a founder of Smart Money Tax Pros, she helps self-employed individuals, small businesses, and freelancers navigate their financial journey. Beyond her work in finance, she educates and supports survivors through empowerment, education, and community resources. Her mission is to help others reclaim control over their financial futures and build secure and independent lives. She transforms financial literacy into a tool for resilience and lasting change. So, Sarah's going to come today, and she's going to speak to us on the topic of love or leverage. Dr. Shirley spoke about some of that in her presentation. So we're going to learn from Sarah the key elements of breaking the cycle of financial grooming in the world of teen dating violence and how that also ultimately connects to the world of human trafficking. So here we have Sarah. Thank you so much. Got it. Awesome.
Okay, I'm gonna need this pulpit thing. The little, I'll take this real quick. Hello, everyone. How are we doing today? Good? I'm gonna be a little interactive with you guys because to be totally transparent, this is my first time ever doing this. So, and I wanted to come on, I specifically wanted to come today because this is very dear to my heart because I am a human trafficking survivor. I am a domestic violence survivor. And I refuse for this to happen again to another young person. So that's why I came here today, to make it my mission to do this. So let's start. I made it kind of like a little class because it was supposed to be a breakout session and it was supposed to be like a little intimate, but we have everyone here, so here we go. All right. So, Dr. Jonette introduced me. I am the owner and founder of Smart Money Tax Pros. I help self-employed individuals, with their taxes. I help women just get a hold of their financial situation because sometimes when you are in trafficking situations or when you're in domestic violence situations, you don't have the funds to get out of that. So I just help women get out of those situations. Okay, today we're gonna be talking about financial grooming. Does anybody know what financial grooming is in here? Can anybody, do you have an idea? Can you tell me? Okay. Do any of you guys have an idea of what financial grooming is? No? Never heard of the concept, never heard of the idea of financial grooming? Can you tell me? Yes, yes, that's exactly what it is. Financial grooming is someone who gradually gains control over another person, financial decisions, often under the guise of love or care or support. So meaning they say, oh, I love you. It's okay, let's share our finances together. It's okay, you can give me your paycheck. It's all right, I'll hold it for you. It's okay, I'll pay the bills for you. Don't worry about it, I got this, right? Those are little things that abusers start to say to start the financial grooming process, which is something that is very minimal, the things that they put in there to do that to you, Okay. So what is financial grooming and how does it happen? Financial grooming is when I already said that. But over time, a victim may find themselves isolated financially and trapped and unable to get out of the relationship. So when that person gains financial control, the abused person doesn't have funds. They don't have no way to get out of the situation once they realize it, because once they realize it, most of the times it's too late. And then when you're trying to get out of the situation, you say, hey, I don't want to be with you no more. I'm done with you. I know what you're doing. I figured it out. But they don't have no funds to get out. And that's the way they use to control you. That's what they do to control you. Okay? A real life thing that actually happened to me was one of my exes. Actually, it happened to me various ways. It happened with a girl. She said she was my friend. She said, come with me. I got you, girl. I'm going to help you with your situation. You know, I'm going to put you in this apartment on South Beach. You're going to be good. You're going to be straight. I'm going to get you a car. I'm going to get you everything you need. And at the time, I was a runaway. I was 17 years old. And she was 23. I thought she was my friend. I thought she was going to help me out. And at first, that's what it was. She was there for me. She was helping me out. She was telling me all the ins and tricks of how to get money, how to do all the things, how to hustle. She taught me all of that until it was time to pay the bills, until it was time to give her the money. Then when it was time to give her the money, there goes the friendship. Because she didn't care about none of that. She just cared about the money. I will tell you an example that happened to me with a guy. Same scenario. Come, babe, I got you. Come live with me. I'll pay all your bills. I'll do it all for you. You don't got to worry about nothing. Don't talk to your mom. She don't know what she's talking about. Don't talk to your dad. He don't know what he's talking about. Your sisters are just hating on you. Boom, isolated. Then, how do I get out of this situation if I don't have no money? Once I realize all of these things. I'll tell you another scenario that it first happened. This is how it happened, and this is something that I need to tell the parents, because Dr. Sherry talked about the psychological aspect of it, but I'm going to talk about the financial aspect of it. My mom did not let me have control over my finances. She did not let me get a job to even know how to handle my finances. When I got a job, I had to give all my money to her. Us parents need to teach our kids how to be financially stable, how to be financially safe, how to budget our money, what is financial independence. We need to teach our kids that, because that's where it starts. It starts in the home. It starts with you teaching them basic things, you know? So that's where it happened. Those are 3 scenarios that were my life. I'm standing here. Yes, baby, go ahead. Yes, on all of them I realized too late. Because because of my parents, because of my family structure, because I didn't have that guidance, I just continued to think that that's what it was supposed to be. I never learned. I just went from cycle to cycle to cycle until I got the healing, until I reached out, until I got therapy, until I got a support group. Then I started realizing, oh, wow, okay, that person was abusing me, and I didn't even know it. This person was taking my money, and I'm over here thinking that they love me, that they were protecting me, and all around, they were just taking my money. They were just using me. So just parents pay attention, and kids voice it out. You know, say, Mom, I know you want me to go to school, but I also need to learn about money. And now in the state of Florida, DeSantis passed a law that you do have to take a financial literacy class, and pay attention in that class. Because that class is the most important class, I think, in my opinion, that you're gonna take in high school. Because that's gonna take you for the rest of your life. Before algebra, before calculus, before art, theater, that class right there will take you far in life. Financial literacy is something that is, people are very illiterate, and the reason why we get into these situations. All right? So, what are the warning signs? Dr. Sherry covered a lot of the warning signs because it goes hand in hand. Domestic violence goes hand in hand with financial abuse. Financial abuse, if it starts with the financial abuse, it starts with the verbal abuse, and then it gets into the domestic violence part. Okay? What are some of the signs? Giving gifts. Like, they love giving gifts. They love giving you money. They give you money. Oh, here, babe, I got you. Don't worry about that. Let's go eat. Don't worry about that. You got this. I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. That's a big red flag. Big red flag. Because in a healthy relationship, it's 50-50. He is not supposed to be taking care of you like you're Queen Elizabeth. That is not healthy. I understand that we all got this Miami culture where, you know, if he pay, you good. No. No, that's the way that they use to control you. Because if you guys are not equally yoked, meaning if you guys are not equal, there will be no equality in the relationship. So, if he's paying the bills and he's taking care of everything, then you don't have no say-so. Same goes for boys, because I've seen this with boys too, where the girl's taking care of everything and she talking down to him, telling him he ain't nothing. He ain't, because you don't got a job. You ain't gonna amount to nothing because you don't got no job. So both of you guys have to be equally yoked. When you start seeing someone's giving you too much, when that girl's giving you too much, she's over here giving you gifts. Oh, babe, I love you. I just want to give you this and that and da-da-da-da. Come live with me. Those are red flags that you really got to watch out for. Another red flag is that because I don't want to say they resist access to your money and financial information, meaning they take all the money, they take your money, say, oh, yeah, you know, we're going to have a joint account, blah, blah, blah. But then don't let you see the account. You don't know where this money is going. He's saying he's paying the bills. She's saying they're paying the bills. But do you know in reality where this money is going? No, you don't. You guys have to sit down and budget your money together. You have to know exactly where your money is going at all times. That's your money. You work hard for it. If you're getting a job and you work 40 hours a week, you're going to sit there and give your money to somebody and you don't know where your money's going? So those are things that you have to take into consideration. It doesn't matter how much you love a person. It doesn't matter how much that other person does for you. They do that for you because that's their choice to do it, not because you're forced or anything else. All right? All right, and then the last red flag is that they pressure you, and this is a big one, and parents do this. They pressure you into financial commitments, meaning they pressure you into co-signing for a car, or they pressure you into getting loans, or they pressure you into racking up debt. Your mom says, oh, I'm gonna use your name for this credit card. And then goes to Macy's and then spends $1,000 and never pays it back. And then guess what? When you go to college and you need and you need credit, is at a 4.94, and you're like, how? I don't even remember even getting a credit card. So you have to make sure that you're really paying attention to what's going on with your finances, especially when you start getting to that age of 16, 17, 18. Those are the ages where you got to start learning about what is credit, what is an interest rate. Because those things will go far with you, far. All right? We're going to get into how does financial grooming connect with human trafficking and financial abuse. Like Dr. Sherry said, human traffickers take your money. They recruit you to work for them. They don't tell you that. They tell you, oh girl, I'm gonna put you in a video shoot. You bad. You need to come with me. You know how much money you can make? I'm gonna be your manager. I was in videos. I was in Uzi Vert's video. I was in Trey Songz's video. I was in a couple people's videos. I don't want to name drop here. So I'm telling you firsthand of what I've seen and what I've witnessed. They promise you everything. They tell you, you're going to be the baddest one. You're going to have 1 million followers on Instagram. You're going to get paid all this money, and you're going to get to fly out to Dubai, to Brazil, to all these places. You know that Epstein thing? That was real, baby. Those things were real. Those girls were getting flown out to be trafficked. Same thing with Diddy. How you think he got all those girls in those videos? You think those girls were paid? No. But they were there for days, months, and weeks, getting sexually abused, raped, and everything else. So how do we break free of this, right? What does healthy financial boundaries look like in a relationship? You do not need to be giving nobody your paycheck or your money, period. Your money is your money. Another way is keeping access to your own bank accounts and your credit. Meaning nobody should have your passwords to your bank account. Nobody should have all the information to your bank account. That's your information. When you get married, then that's a different story. You talk about those things and those things are handled. But right now, as teens, y'all need to be worrying about your own budgeting. Because how are you going to go into a marriage with someone if you don't even know how to budget your own money? You're going to be a hindrance to that person instead of being a benefit. So make sure you guys are not letting nobody get your bank account. Don't let nobody get your credit information. They don't need to be co-signing for you and nothing. You don't need to be co-signing for anyone for anything. Okay? Recognizing coercion. No one should force you to share your passwords, accounts, or debit. Nobody should do that. If that's a red flag. If someone's telling you, oh, You need to give me your password. You need to give me your credit information, your social security number. Why? For what? What are you trying to do with it? That's the questions that you should be asking. Nobody should be doing that, okay? All right. So what are some of the practical steps that you can take to not let this happen to you? Start saving money start maintaining your money in a separate bank account. If you know someone that is going through this, right? If you know someone, one of your friends is going through this is what you're going to tell your friend. Get a separate bank account. It's okay. It's healthy. It's not, I know in the past we tend to think that, well, I was taught that you have to be totally transparent with your loved one. You got to let them know everything. You can't hide nothing. You know, we ride or die. So whatever you know, I know. No, he don't need to know everything, or she don't need to know every single thing of you. Those are things that you gradually give to them as you learn how to trust them, as you guys learn how to trust each other. Once you guys are trusting each other to the point that you guys are about to be married, and then those things you talk about. But until then, it's okay to have your own separate bank account without nobody knowing what you're doing. And that person, it's okay for them to have their separate bank account, okay? You're gonna tell your friend to gather all important financial documents. They need to make sure, because one of the ways human traffickers trap their victims is by grabbing their passport. One of my friends and client, one of the ways her abuser trapped her, she was coming from Cuba. One of the ways that he trapped her was he took her passport. And he told her that he wasn't giving it to her until she paid $1,400. So she had to go in the streets and figure out how she was going to get him those $1,400. And she did. And guess what he said? You guys got it right. So make sure you guys have your financial documents safe. There's safety deposit boxes in the bank that if you don't have a home, if you're homeless, you can keep that in the bank. It's $5. You can keep that in the bank. Or with your support system, because you should always have a support system, give a copy to one of your friends. Take copies of everything and give it to your friends and say, hey, my situation right now is kind of a little shaky. I don't know what's going on. So can you keep this for me? Because I don't know. Your friends are going to be there for you, if you let them. And then, Exactly. You got to make sure you have a good support system. And the good support system, this is why it's good for you guys to come here. Because all these people here, Dr. Jonette, that's where I got my help. I had people here that gave me help. And the reason why I'm standing here today and not dead, chopped up like one of the girls that Miss Sherry said, is because I reached out for support. I reached out for help. Because there was plenty of times where I could have been that. So don't be afraid to come out and reach for support. All right? Another thing that you need to tell your friend or help your friend do is make an escape plan. If she's telling you or he telling you, this is something, I don't know what I'm going to do, I need to figure it out, help her. All the information that you're gathering here, give it to them. Tell them, I got people that can help you. Grab our numbers. Follow us on social media. Because we have social medias too, you know. We have Instagrams too, you know. I'm sorry. Oh,
I was just gonna ask, is human trafficking, could it happen without any sexual abuse? Or is it the exchange of
yeah.
financials, is that also considered human trafficking? Because when I think of human trafficking, I just think about the sexual abuse.
Yes. So it can. It can happen without any sexual contact at all. Yes. It's just someone forcing you or telling you you owe them money for services. That's it. It can happen. It happens with immigrants all the time. Immigrants come here, they get trafficked in the border, they get brought over here, and the narcs tell them that they have to pay a certain price because we brought you here. No sexual things happen. I actually had a client that her mother was taking her to prostitute herself. Yep. Her mother was collecting her management fee. She was so happy to take her daughter to go prostitute herself. So, and it's crazy the things that I've seen. So, yes, guys, it is very real. All right? And just to wrap it up, I just want to let you guys know that we're here for you. I made it my life's mission to be here for you guys. Because, like the stories that I just said right now and the things that I have went through in my own life, this is very real. It's not a joke. You know, I know it's cute to be on social media twerking and doing all these things, and it feels good at the moment, but there's lifetime consequences that I'm still dealing with to this very day. I am 36 years old. This happened to me when I was 17. And I'm still dealing with it. That I'm so happy that the police is here, because me speaking out about this right now is putting me at risk. So I just leave with that, and I just letting you know that I love you guys, and this is my mission, and I'm here for you guys. And if you guys need help, if you guys know of anyone going through this situation, please share this information. Please don't be silent. That's another big, I'm going to leave you guys with that one, because that's a big thing. A lot of us tend to be like, that's not my problem. I can't say nothing. I'm not going to be a snitch. You know, oh, she should have, that's her choice. Why she chose that man? Say something. Please say something, because you don't know whose life you could be saving. All right?